I'm back. I'm gonna turn off the fan because I think the fan might add extra background noise. I just had it on because it is blazing hot, and I just went out and ran around on my trampoline. Also, I made it so that I can open the game easier. I have it on my desktop now. I don't have to run that stupid code every time. That's unimportant, but it's neat. So I'm gonna record these little, these parts over this weekend. I'm really excited for the new update, because they're gonna update the game soon. They've announced the next two characters, and it's Latula and Rufio, which is fun. I love Latula. I'm really excited for Latula. But yeah, I have like my last week of school next week, and then I'm graduating, and that's something, I guess. I'm gonna miss my teachers. I'm not gonna miss any of the students. I hate most of those people. Like, I hate their guts. I really hate their guts. But whatever. Intermission. Arania. Your name is Arania Circuit. I can't remember what freaking voice I did for her. I think it's pretty casual, right? Pretty calm. I'm trying to remember how I voiced these characters, because I really don't want to make it so, I really don't want to be super inconsistent with it. It's been a long night. Through a series of seemingly impossible events, you whipped up enough of your thesis to rest your mind for 2 shakes of a wool beast. What? What does that even mean? Of a wool beast tail, before taking the stage and throwing your work to the sharks. Okay. There's more to do, of course. There's always more to do when it comes to your projects. Okay, I feel like I sounded like I didn't know what wool beast means. I assume that means a sheep. I did not see the tail part. I was confused I don't know. But why a sheep's tail specifically? I'm confused. Anyways. Just ignore everything I've ever said. There was more to do, of course. There's always more to do when it comes to your projects, personal or otherwise. But the conference came and went, and you're simply waiting on the results now. This is, of course, a convenient opportunity for you to tend to something that's been itching in the back of your ThinkPad all night. You've pried your eyes away from Scorpina's journal long enough. Like a magnet, your hands clasp the cover seat the leather tome on your lap, and skim the pages in a panicked frenzy. This is no pleasure reading, not by a long shot. You forego the typical routine of lighting candles or fussing with your cushions until you find a reading position you can tolerate for long enough and read like the wind. What does it mean? What on Befriendus could it possibly mean? You're of course speaking with nobody in particular, but the little test rodent running the wheel inside your skull. The test rodent with nobody God, let me reread that whole thing. Hold on. You're of course speaking with nobody in particular, but the little test rodent running the wheel inside your skull. The test rodent merely squeaks and continues to run in place, going nowhere by itself. Lovely. Your new alien friend isn't around for you to ask anymore, despite your invitations to stay. But you could always ask them digitally. Or you could avoid the middleman altogether. And ask more direct. Oh, never mind. That's just my dad talking. I thought he said my name. It's my dad talking. Oh no, he is saying my name. One moment. I'm gonna leave the recording running because I don't want. What?
Colin, we're going to Canadian Tire. Do you want to come?
I'm good. My phone. Sorry about that. My father is taking my brother to Canadian Tire right now. I would love to come, but I still have to do this. Or you could avoid the middleman altogether and ask a more direct contact. The journal was, after all, discovered in her palace. It has been delivered to you shortly after the palace was inspected top to bottom when Mina ran away. Oh, she's contemplating asking Mina. Well, good, because you don't know who to message if you want, like, what middleman to message if you want to talk to MSPA reader, because you don't know where they are or who they're with, considering they keep vanishing. They continuously vanish and just go hang out with someone else and get in trouble daily, all the time. It has been, yeah. Normally, these sorts of ancestral hand-me-downs would take much longer to process, but blue bloods are much easier to track down given their smaller numbers and longer lifespans. It was found in Mina's palace. Mina's the one to talk to. You would have Flack, your personal messenger of choice, sleek and professional, perhaps if perhaps a bit square. I'm just confused as to how all these messaging, like, apps in the Homesick universe work together. Like, any messaging app in real life would not work with a different one. They got technology better than ours. It seems Mina's online, which works wonders for you. Ariadne's gambit began trolling Clement condescension. Y'all have some really hard to say handles. Hey there, apologies tonight has been somewhat hectic. Perhaps that's a minor understatement. Having a close encounter with the poor hornless kind is a big deal. And that's without bearing my thesis to the world on top of it all. Yeah, hornless get a real knack for popping in and out of the blue like some kind of ninja fireworks show. Did they explode epically in the room out of curiosity? Yes, no. There were no extravagant explosives. We merely met on the steps of fate. Boring. But unquestionably safe. Regardless, they're not the subject I came to you to discuss. I got my hands on a very peculiar book. Bejeweled finger hovering dangerously close to the blocks button. I mean, I said block instead of block. I said a block instead of block, but just shh. I love her profile pic. I love that profile pic. I can't even tell what Arania's profile pic is, but I can tell. But like, geez, they have freaking profile pics on this version. Y'all above every other freaking messaging app ever used. Pastor Tim Trollian, y'all got. I don't care if Trollian can contact people through time. Y'all got profile pics. A book found in your palace, to be more A book found in your palace, to be more specific. What? Do we got books in there? I still don't see how any of this is my business. I still don't see how this is any of my business, though. Oh, I don't know. A journal written by my ancestor discovered in your palace? The owner of which my ancestor was romantically engaged with? What? What's that supposed to mean? Who are we implying here? Are we implying Vriska and Faffery or like what? I'm confused. I'm so confused. Vriska and Faffery, did Vriska and Faffery ever even interact like once? We get they're technically friends because they're all of them are friends with each other, but like, I don't know if those two ever interacted. I'm not sure, I can't remember. Does that spice up the situation enough to earn your intrigue? A little. Red or black? Mate spritz. She makes a point of mentioning it semi-frequently. Okay, but why is old grandmother Guppy packing the diary? Kinda creepy if you ask me. I really hope my Arania voice is like, I really hope I'm doing her voice the same as last time, because last time I recorded one of these videos, and last time I recorded Arania's segment was weeks ago. I do not remember what voice I did for her. Well, that's what I'm asking you. You axolotl questions I got no hope of answering, Ray Ray. Axolotls are freshwater amphibians, actually. Axolotls are freshwater amphibians, actually, not fish. Just putting that out there. There's a suspiciously long pause before her next response. For a moment, you wonder if she really did hit the block button, but you were checking for notifications yields no such news. Ugh, sorry, I'm just like stuttering and mixing everything up. I don't know why. I'm just a little stupid in the brain, okay? Like I just do that sometimes. Whenever I'm reading something aloud, I always mess up. Look, I didn't know this big fuck off Breako pack of Breako pages existed 2 seconds ago. Why would you think I know literally anything about it enough to troll me about it? I also don't exactly remember my Porum voice, but like, I think I can try to recreate it. I'm so sorry if the voices are a little inconsistent. Like ever so slightly inconsistent, because I have really bad memory. Like, I can't exactly remember what someone exactly sounds like if their voice is a little bit generic, like not super extreme with the way it sounds and the way they pronounce things. Like, I'll forget what it sounds like until I actually hear them speak again. You know, it's same with faces, minus the, like, you know, I don't know, I can never remember the exact details of someone's face. Hell, even, like, unless a character has, like, a super simple design, I usually won't even remember, like, I can never remember a character design off the top of my head either. I always need a reference image when I draw. Well, I can't not ask you for at least some input, given the journal's suspicious location. Unfortunately, It seems as if I'm back to square one. Maybe I should try a different cipher to try and break some codes? Are you telling me you're looking for hidden messages in a diary? You know, the book she writes in for her eyes only? You seriously think there's some kind of secret conspiracy you're gonna pull out of your ass on this one? No, actually, that's a fair commentary. A lot of, like... Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's done a lot in, like, ARGs. There's always codes and something that would usually never have a freaking code. Like, something someone would probably never make for others to see. I don't know. Maybe I'm rambling. Why? Call it my circuit's intuition. She may not be a fan of books, but I know a good storyteller when I see one. And storytellers can never resist having a little fun whenever they put words to a page. Do you put cryptic riddle BS in your diary? I do not have a diary. Nah, it's cool, me tell you what. I'll trade ya. You're lying. Damn, you're good. Come on, though. What's the spicy goss? Mina? Just one tidbit. Mina. What if you died tomorrow and people want to know how cool and deep and mysterious you were? Okay, I'm completely and utterly done with this conversation. Good day, Mina. Whatever time it is for you right now. Good lunar evening? Ugh, you know what I mean. Goodbye. Aradness. Oh my god. I can't pronounce that. Ariadness Gambit. Cease trolling. Clement condescension. I did not mean to press that button. Sorry, I meant to press space. With a huff, you pull yourself away from the conversation. You cannot believe you completely flubbed the end like that. You must have sounded so awkward. You suppose you can't really tell for sure since your psychic gift of empathy isn't well equipped for online conversations. Conflicted parts of you internally debate the pros and cons of not knowing for sure, while the flesh puppet on the outside flops into your recupercurrent in default. Stupid. This is gonna haunt you for sweeps to come. You just know she's laughing at you on the other side of the screen. Screenshot your limp excuse of an exit and spreading it like wildfire among your friend group. Oh, Mina's not a trustworthy friend with secrets. Or embarrassing anything. Okay. You mute the group chat's notifications preemptively before burying your palm husk deep within your Silodex via your Dewey Decimal fetch modus. How does that work? I want elaboration. Huh? I'm so confused. As the pool of sober slime envelops you, you find yourself drifting off. Your worries may not be soothed, but your body sure as hell is. Where would you be without sober? Your name is Mina Pikesies, and you are presently on the moon. Hell yeah. You're not exactly sure what just happened. Aranya just kind of flipped her lid a little, and you're left confused. And yeah, no, just confused. Rania goes offline after a moment, so bugging her isn't gonna do you much good. Tempting as it is, part of you wants to dry anyway, though. Just because you're pretty used to getting what you want. But no, the tiny little Rania in your head is telling you what a dumb idea that is, and that you should try talking to someone else instead. Not a lot of peeps are up right now, though. Oh. Figure it out. God, why is her theme music so good, though? I think my favorite theme song out of the entire game is still gonna have to be Matuna's. I love it. I adore it so much. It's genuine peak, okay? And yes, I'm saying genuine. I say that to emphasize how peak it is. Okay, that's probably Trojan Augury. That's Matuna, cause TA. That's Cancri, obviously, just cause the color, and also CG. Acute courtship. So that's Mulin. Gaia abdicated. That's Porum. Yeah, or we could try again with Arania. That's not. She's asleep. That's okay. So these are who we can talk to right now. Who do I talk to? We're not gonna try pestering Arania. That's just kind of, we're gonna save here. We're gonna save. I keep almost clicking quit game. Do not do that. We're gonna save because I'm gonna see if there's a difference. I might actually consult. I might just randomize it. Hold on. Let me grab my phone. Also, because the mention of a group chat has made me want to check what the hell my friends are talking about. There are 11 notifications. Oh. It's just one of my two partners spamming. I'm a chud, I'm a fat little chud. Okay. Love that. Anyways. Because yes, I am in a polyamorous relationship now. I'm gonna have to figure that out. This is a different wheel of name tabs from my previous one, right? Yep. Because I still have the other one for, deciding who to make it in Ponytown. How do we consult on this? First, anyways, I assume you get different. I think certain things can happen based on who you do, or because Porum's like on the cover of the intermission. Maybe something only happens if you contact Porum. Everyone else is just kind of a dead end, maybe. And no, I'm not gonna try. I might try. If it leads to different results, I'll. Okay, you know what? Screw you, Wheel. I don't feel like doing what you're saying just because I want to test that theory of. Does it do anything? Let's try Mulin. Meh. You just don't want to. She just doesn't want to contact Mulin. What's not to like about her? She's a sweetheart. Okay, maybe she hangs around Kurlos, who, he's creepy. He makes me uncomfortable. Not just because his sense of fashion is utterly disgusting. but also because, he's freaking evil. Actually, I feel like I put that in the wrong order. I feel like that's... I feel like more so it's like... whatever. I hate his sense of passion, and he makes me uncomfortable. Let's try King Cree. Ha! You'd prefer to have your problems solved this century, thank you? Yeah, no, that's fair. All King Cree does is yap for like hours on end. He's so punchable, you know? He's so punchable. I hate him. He's a hypocrite. He doesn't care about sexism in this world. He might appear offline, but everyone knows he just does that to keep his status as incognizant constantly to avoid interaction. Unfortunately, you doubt he'd give two shits about Arania, so he'd never respond anywhere. No, that's real. Matuna's real for that. Just not wanting to contact anyone. Sometimes I'm like that too. Like, one of my friends, like, pretty much my best friend, he, sometimes he'll just randomly call me, and I'm like, piss off right now. Like, I care about my friends. I love my friends. He's a great guy. Genuinely love talking to him. He makes school actually bearable. He's really funny. But, like, sometimes I'm so not in the mood to talk to anyone, doesn't matter who, that I'm just gonna, I'd rather die than pick up. Try again, smartass. Okay, yeah, like I suspected, the only option... Tablet giving me notifications when I assume it's YouTube or something like that, or like CapCut randomly going off. Yeah, the only option's Porum. Doesn't matter. You'll think about it. Oh! Okay. So Mina wants, you know, a solution to her current problem. And she's just not going to accept it. She's just contact someone. Anyone. If there's anyone to contact, it's probably Porum, because Porum's like actually helpful and smart. Unlike a lot of other people. Okay? Not totally unbearable. Or unhelpful. You go to give the other options a glance, but as it turns out, Porum's your last chance right now. Given what time it's getting back on Befriendus, you don't think your chances are getting any less slim. With a heavy sigh, you swallow your pride and give Porum a bother via Trollian. Your friends have been pushing you to switch to Flack, but you're about as stubborn as they come. It's a miracle you're letting yourself ask someone for help in the first place. So this version of Trollian just has profile pics. So so the Befriendus version of Trollian and every other messaging app is just objectively better than the ones on Alternia and Earth, because you get a profile pic. Who cares about contacting people through time? You get freaking profile pics, bro. Mina can make her profile pic her flipping off the entire planet. It's funny. No, you're not asking for help. This is just like demanding someone else fix a problem you may or may not have. You're the boss of ordering people around. That's right. This is right up your alley. Clement condescension began trolling. Gaia abdicated. I love her. Her theme's really chill. Poor May, help me out. Poor May, help me out. Yo, girls in deep over here. Your sense of highness. What have you broken this time? Okay, first of all, rude. I haven't broken shit since I got here, bitch. You blew up a temple, or like whatever that thing was. You brought a bomb on the moon. Girl, what do you mean? Nothing to break in the first place. Chin up, Mina. I'm positive you'll find a way before long. Heart. Seriously though, if you expect me to be of any assistance, which I'm very reluctant to do in the first place, you're going to have to fill me in. I'm surprised you aren't turning to Arania for this, in all honesty. Or is that the problem here? Bingo! Fuck, slow down there with those wild, but somewhat accurate, accusations. Accusations. Did I say that in too British of a voice? I'm sorry. Accusations. Accusations. You know it's way less cool when you break it down like that? You'll survive. While you're busy with that, mind confirming or denying? Yeah, I'm flat-trouted rules Arania front. One sec we were goofing and gaffing like two honkin' inverted sisters at Clown Church. Sorry, I randomly paused there. I zoned out. Next sec, she just swims off and I'm sitting here like, girl, where the fuck you going? And then she goes offline from the looks of things. Yeah. So what do I do? That's certainly a broad question. You sure like cutting my work out for me, Mina. Not that I have any intention of sticking my cartilage nowhere. Whoa! Oh, you mean nose. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's 'cause... Never mind. Not that I have any intention of sticking my cartilage nub where it doesn't belong, but you really aren't giving me much to go off of here. I'm vague Gossip Creek over here. I'm up vague Gossip Creek. I'm up vague Gossip Creek over here. What do you want from me? Context, for starters. Unless you're being literal, referring to your religious oh god, that's... Give me a minute to process. Hootenannies? Context, for starters, unless you're being literal, referring to your religious hootenannies, to which I'd point you in the direction of our more slime pious friend. Y'all talking about Kurlos? Sick wordplay, BT dubs. I try. I zoned out again, I'm sorry. You spend the next few minutes catching Porum up with this situation. Ancestor left a journal and your wrinkly Lucis' throne. Arania got it, she got grumpy and suspicious about something and then she left. From her ancestor. Shit, that's nothing to sneeze at. Not every day you get an ancestor's treasure like that just dropped on your lap. It's from Vriska. I hate her. Because I can just tell that it's from Vriska. But does that mean that Vriska and Pfeffery are mates first? But like that doesn't... I don't know. I just don't know how seeable that is. If that makes any sense. I don't know, I guess from you know, pre to post scratch with the, you know, Befriendus characters, their relationships and personalities did change quite a bit too. So maybe that's it. Maybe it's just like they changed more so to reflect other, I don't know, it's just, they changed. So that's probably it. That's, I don't know. Well, this far down the spectrum anyway. So do people like Mina just randomly get them? I mean, yeah, Mina has like a lot of shit anyways. Let me tell you, it's nothing worth screaming over. Wouldn't care less if it was me. Yeah, that's because you just have so much, shit. My ancestor wrote books too. What's the big deal? This is Arania we're talking about here. Mina. I think you're forgetting that books mean a lot to her, especially to someone with very little knowledge of her ancestor. I don't think you want to learn about Vriska, girl. She's just an awful person, bro. Just objectively awful in every way, shape, and form. Am I wrong? I guess. Don't mean I gotta like it, though. I don't know. I'm not your auspicious, and I certainly don't intend to start. What? Huh? We all suggest lesbians. Except technically trolls don't have a concept of homosexuality, but still lesbians. Sapphics. The happy pride month. But yeah, real happy pride month, everyone. As of me recording this, it is June 19th. Also, I'm pretty sure it's Indigenous Awareness Month, so that's great too. Oh, okay, my computer's about to die. Give me a moment as I go grab my charger from my backpack. Here. This thing's dying way too fast now. Usually it wouldn't die this fast if I had gotten it to 50 earlier, which I had at school, but whatever. Oh, god damn it. No, don't be buried. I need this right now. Okay, I need you to not bury my shit. Okay, I'm moving as fast as I possibly can right now. I don't want my computer to freaking die. Like 2% left. Please shut up, please. Good. I'm freaking out. So I think it's like solstice weekend coming up or something. That's neat. There, got it connected to power. Jeez. Stop complaining! I plugged you in. Charge. Oh my god, it's pretending it's not plugged in. There we go. Okay, cord was upside down. I swear to god, I hate these ball bearing. I despise these ball bearing, like, keychains. Oh. It has snapped. God damn it! Can I have one keychain without it breaking? I hate every keychain I own. I hate them all. But I mean, I like the way they look. I just hate the fact that they break every 5 minutes. Sometimes you need to grow some shit and make amends yourself, you know? Like a friend. Ugh. Voicing Mina, like, it hurts, okay? This kind of friend gym is way out of my leagues. All 50 of them. Every last one of those suckers. All the leagues can't even come close. Seems like you could do with some lessons in boldness from our new alien friend. They seem to have this friendship thing pretty in the bag, if you ask me. If there ever were a candidate for mediation, I'd think they'd be pretty high up there. If you're really that invested in sharing this seemingly personal issue. Now there's an idea. You're the best poor and peace out. Clement condescension, cease trolling, Gaia abdicated. I was being sarcastic. Sigh. Godspeed, heirs apparent. You're going to need it. Lol, hearing Porum say Godspeed is funny to me. It's. I get they're all. Actually, I didn't even realize this. Looking at the wiki pages, the Dance Sisters weren't even meant to be 16 like I thought they were. Like, like Earth years. They're actually meant to be like 9 sweeps. So, like, 19. I think they're like meant to be 19 years old. But still in this in this game, they're all like, they're all 6 sweeps. They're all like 13. You don't know why you didn't think of it before. The new schmuck on the block is all about gushy friendship stuff. You have half a mind to make them resolve this issue for you. So yeah, there's no reason for me to save here. Oops, I thought I had a choice. I accidentally brought my thing. I have some dishes to take down. I'm just gonna go AFK again for a second as I take those down before I forget. Because I have a tendency to forget to clean stuff up often. And my room is kind of gross. And I need to get my stupid mug cleaned out. And if I ever want to... Oh, that's stuck together. No. No thanks. If I want to be able to have a decently sized cup of coffee every day. I really gotta get money, man. I really want a monster. But I spent all my money at that convention. I have returned, and I made myself some coffee in a random mug that does not exactly belong to me, but I'm hoping my mother does not mind me using this one. It's just a plain Tim Hortons one. I don't think she'll care. Not like it's her favorite mug. How long has this recording been running? I really hope it's not, the file size isn't too large to mail to like send to my tablet. They're the one with the fancy zappy pants, or however the hell they jump around the globe like a hyperactive cannonball. You're still very much moonbound. Mina bound. You shut up. Your fingers hit the cyber pavement, and thankfully a non-zero amount of spamming their inbox. They have a Trollian account, or like a pester charm, or like whatever. At least in this one. They got a phone on them this time around. Your fingers hit the cyber pavement, and thankfully a non-zero amount of spamming their inbox leads them to magically be around to respond to you. Perfect. Yeah, they are always just available at all times, perpetually. Despite how sick you're getting of explaining the same predicament you found yourself in, you've only had to explain it once. Once. Yes, I did just chug the last of that. Oh, God. You found yourself in. You relay the whole mess again for a few moments before straight up copying and pasting the explanation you sent for them. They're telling you pretty quickly that they have an idea. Awesome. So you can leave them to it. Mina, this isn't. They're asking you how busy you are, like, right this second. You're suspicious as hell, but ultimately tell them that you're kind of just kicking your feet up over here, not much to do on the moon. Oh. Hi there, they say, suddenly right behind you. He's right behind me, isn't he? God. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Why did I say that in the most, why did I say that in the most, southern, why did I say that in the most, southern accent ever? In a flash, your Silodex ejects one of your smaller, more aerodynamic, but still very stabby tridents. Why do you have more than one? Well, you have so many. What you assume for a split second is a deadly moon predator. Oh no, they're crying. Thankfully, it's just Zappy 2.0, and super thankfully, you narrowly avoid turning them into a kebab. They try and go soaring off into the distance. Oh, well. Goodbye. She has like a little green hair does. Huh. That's neat. God, you really can't warn me before you materialize into existence or something? We were just having a conversation. Don't tell me you had no chance. It seems that the very concept of you not already being privy to their plan hadn't occurred to them, and now they're acting all embarrassed about totally beefing it. Yeah. they're kind of making the whole pity party. They're kind of making a whole pity party about it. The longer they apologize for startling you, the further back your peep bulbs roll into your eyes, into your skull. What? I'm sorry. I cannot read today. The further back your peep bulbs roll into your skull. Oh cray, just shut the fuck up. I forgive you. You getting poked would have done you less good than me, so W.E. So, whatever. Tell me though, why the fuck you here? You know, they say to you, you're going to become the queen of making up. Do I look excited about you dragging me into this? Do I gotta poke new holes in your head to see out of? Well, okay, sure, they do seem to be springing this on you. They do seem to be springing this on you kind of suddenly, but they point out that from what you yourself told them, you were dragged into this from the start. You were dragged into this from the start. It was dragged into you. I like the fact that MSPA Reader, like, just stays, you know, like, gender neutral. Although mostly because MSPA Reader was actually kind of shown in the original webcomic, that's more so Andrew's doing, but, like, you know, like, main characters in, like, games like this, relationship simulators, always, I don't know, a lot of the time they're just made more feminine, just for no reason. It's like, I don't know, it's cool when, I don't know, they genuinely feel like they could be a representation of everyone, like anyone, and just not just like, you know, some people. It's like, you know, I mean, I think I can excuse it when it's not like, when the main character of a game like this isn't meant to be a representation of the player. They're meant to be their own character, you know? I'm not sure how common that is, but you know. But like, I love MSPA Reader. I love the way they're drawn. They're just so cute. They're just the sweetest being alive. Although they also tend to constantly cause issues. I've just dropped my lip balm onto my keyboard. Luckily it didn't do anything though. Nothing happened. You immediately regret trying to ask them for help. They look so optimistic and supportive, it's sickening. They start telling you that deep down you have a heart of gold, which you admittedly like the sound of, and that the power of friendship is a bond stronger than the toughest of steel, and yeah, you're gonna be real, you totally checked out of this pep talk by the time they've started talking about how life is like a riverbank. Not even nautical talk can rescue this exchange. Well, she's just so done, just staring at the camera, so done with everything. Quit looking at me like it's my fault. I'm not in control of MSPA Reader anymore. Not that I am up until I'm given a choice, bro. Stop looking at me like it's my fault, bro. Buddy, will you quit looking at me with all them sparkles in your eyes if I go to? Can't believe I'm even entertaining this. They thought you'd never ask, apparently. They take a hold of your hand with all the confidence in the world and get ready to zap the two of you back home. They better not fuck this up. Psh, who are you kidding? Does this dweeb look like they've ever failed at making a friend? They failed at everything else, though. You choose not to think about that too hard. You're welcome, buddy. You've zapped before reframed. meh, my tune is not here to tell you off for fake garbage nobody cares about. Point is, this ain't your first warping rodeo. It is your first time feeling real gravity in a while, though. You weren't floaty on the moon, but it still felt off. This, on the other hand, this is the real deal. So real, in fact, that you stumble to your knees from the sudden shift in weight. Oh no, they look so concerned. From the sudden shift in weight you're feeling, and the big swing hitbox of your trident knocks a few cases to the ground. Shit. I love how we say hitbox. Like, that's not just a real object. Like, this is a video game, but like, y'all are being too self-aware. Then again, Homestuck Universe, they basically do live in a video game already, because they have the weird Silytics and all that stuff. Class specs, whatnot. It's like, they're kind of just used to it. This is Arania's place, alright. You'd guess as much from the decoration, much less the framed fucking photos on the wall. For someone so amped up about museums, she sure has one right in her hive. Her block, even. That's her Raccoon right there. Shit. You think she might be in there? Was she sleeping? How long were you talking with Porum for? Hey, don't take this the wrong way. I'm not cluck beasting out here, or nothing, but I can't read, because don't take this the wrong way. I'm not cluck beasting out or nothing, but starting to have second thoughts here. This is suddenly way too much pre-shore. I think we should split. What? They say it, completely missing the fact that you're hissing these whispers out. For some reason, they think that you just need to look inside yourself and swallow your courage, and this intrusion had better be some sort of unpleasant dream. Suddenly it clicks, and now both of you are terrified. You've never been privy to tired and cranky Arania, but if she's anything like you are the first thing in the evening, you should run. She grips the rim of her Raccoon, slowly starts to rise, covered in slime, hair frazzled. Now is maybe a really bad time? You don't even know what to say. Zappy 2.0, come on, let's bounce already. What's the big... Oh, what the fuck? Where'd they go? Fuck, just great. Now just your fucking luck, your luckety fucking luck. You're sweating an entire clip of fuchsia bullets, and your emergency exit bailed on you. Bro actually just dipped. What time is it, like, in universe? Is this, like... It'd be, like, midday, which is, like... I don't know, it'd be close to daytime anyway, which is, like... You know, night for the trolls, because they're nocturnal. MSPA reader might actually burn to death if they don't teleport into a building. The worst part is that you can't just stab your way out of this mess. Your best friend's kind of unfortunately off limits. You've got to deal with this the way your so-called Lucis would. Why do you say Lucis, your so-called Lucis would? Like, that's not, like, you're not talking about, the way she is saying Lucis makes me feel like she's talking less about her actual, you know, Lucis, because her actual Lucis, would probably handle this situation by screaming and ending the entire race. She talks more like she's talking about Pfeffery. It's weird. It's so weird. I'm so confused. Blech. Hey, Cirque. How's it going? Mina. Don't wear it out or nothing. Or nothing. Nothing. Shush. I'm not bad at reading. Well, she's out of her recovery now. She almost falls flat on her face in her rush to exit her coop. I almost read that in Mina's voice, sir. That is just I wasn't prepared for it. What are you doing here? I mean, welcome to my hive, I guess, but, huh? Oh, me just, You try your best to think of literally any excuse, anything. Had to use a wash block, needed something to eat, just felt like anything. Mina, what the hell is anything? Mina, what the hell is wrong with you? Wasn't the subgrub? Thought I'd stop by. So I think that means neighborhood, Subgrub probably means neighborhood, I mean, of course it does. Shh. Oh my god, like subgrub, like spurb, but that scrub. Oh my god, guys. It's excuse that. Weren't you on the moon? I mean, just now, was on the moon, and now I'm here. Rania circles you like she isn't convinced you're real, despite the fact that you're the realest bitch in this hive. You give her a little spin to show her that you're no cardboard cutout. Although my ride kinda skippered town, so what was gonna be a quick pop-in is now, however long it takes for them to come back for me. Oops. So you came the same way you left. That makes a staggering amount of sense in hindsight. Far be it from me to deny you the proper buffer in a hostess experience. A host's excellent in nature. You ain't mad or anything? That was the vibe I was picking up. Arania stammers for a moment, a little thrown off balance by what you figure is a pretty straightforward question. She's beaming ear to ear like she's doing her best to keep the conversation far, far away from that topic. Well, I wouldn't want our first time hanging out to be a disservice by bringing drama into the picture. First impressions don't grow on foliage poles. Trees. You hate Befriend politics sometimes, but you do love not having to deal with consequences. And you guess she does make a point about this being the first time you've ever talked face to face. Fine, whatever. You leave your trident on the floor like a very respectful guest and toss yourself on her comfort sack. Arms hanging over the back and feet hiked up on the coffee table. Oh god, Mina. Have some respect for her property. Sure, I can deal with this. Go ahead and first impression the fuck out of me. You just had a weird conversation that ended on an extremely awkward note. You're suddenly in her block against her will. She's covered in soap and slime and looks half starstruck, half irritated. This is sure one hell of a first impression. Could you perhaps remove your feet from the table? At the very least from the journal. I kind of need that. Takes her a second to realize that the journal she's been flipping out about is what's right under your heel. At least you're assuming it's the same one. It's got her sign on it and everything. You lift your feet up for enough for her to capsulog it before putting them right back down. If she's got no stools, you gotta make do. That's how this works. I think that's the wrong do. I think you're looking for D-U-E, I wanna say. Yeah, I think that's the incorrect spelling, girl. Oh, let's be honest, Mina would never care. I'm just trying to get my headphones. I'm trying to charge my headphones, and the cord for my headphones is so short. I'm trying to position it in a way where where nothing's gonna get super duper damaged. At least if the cord for my headphones gets damaged from it being too short, I think I'm not sure if any of my other cords actually fit that port or not. Whose idea was it to make it that short, bro? Why is it gotta be so short? I'm not... dot dot dot. Close enough. With that, she settles down in the spot next to you. She's about as stiff as a lamppost, ever the example of perfect manners. She is such a dork. You know, sometimes I see you and I'm like, yo, you'd make a better heiress than me, seeing as you give two shits about paying respect or whatever. Like you sitting down. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I can't read that. I couldn't read that. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna try page down, rolls forward to ladder dialogue. Oh god, what's the page down on a Chromebook? What would the... Can I, is there a way I can, no, none of those are gonna, can I close that? No way I can change any of these. I don't have a mouse either. Page down. Oh my god, I wanted to read that. I'm so sorry, I accidentally went back. I don't have a mouse. I can't go back. I don't know what page down is on a Chromebook. Dang it, I wanted to read that. Jeez. Whatever, if anyone who's played this game before or has, maybe I'll watch through someone else's playthrough of this to figure out what that was saying, or like if anyone knows what that part of dialogue says, because they've played the game before or something like that. Could you please tell me in the comments, because I feel so bad. I really did not want to skip through that. Well, I don't quite know about that. I'm glad I'm well behaved enough to be considered, but leading others has always been your strongest suit. Whether our current empress likes it or not, she's got natural heads to rule her on her hands. I love how they, bring up the ancestors, and like, or at least like these ancestors. They bring up the ancestors. They bring up Factory and like the others, sort of. Yeah, which would be fantastic if this were old times and we sparred for the crown. But who knows what imperial challenge she's gonna cook up for me specifically to spite me. Probably actual cooking, lol. Ronnie snorts quietly before clearing her throat. After a moment, you notice her fiddling with the fabric of her skirt as if trying to flatten out every wrinkle one by one. Indeed, her HIC certainly isn't conventional, historically speaking. Was there, what they call Pfeffery in this one? Was it her impervious conservation? I can't remember. I know it was conservation and then like something else. But yeah, whatever. Neither are you, though, in your own way. I've been alive for the last 6 sweeps. You don't need to tell me that. Shit's been injected in me. Xian's not really committed to any one train of thought at the moment. The conversation falls quiet, and you're really starting to feel uncomfortable. How long is this intermission? How long? The other one wasn't long, and I don't want my recording to be super duper long. You can practically feel the seconds passing by slower and slower as you both run out of things to talk about. Ain't this usually the part where you tell me that? Never thought there'd be so much quiet talking to you. What's the matter with you? Oh, right, apologies. I'm finding myself somewhat distracted this evening because of someone making a surprise appearance. My think pan isn't exactly at full capacity either. I did mention it wasn't my fault, right? Arania sighs through her nose like she doesn't entirely believe it, but she knows you're more stubborn than she is. Regardless, I can't stop thinking about Scorpina's journal. Is that what we're calling Riska? Okay. Oh, come on. Is she still going on about this? Sorry, I almost read that like it was said aloud. Arania, I mean this in the nicest way. I care to fathom right now. Give it a rest, Ephesus. Oh, give it a rest for fuck's sake. Mina, this is important. Our ancestors were connected in a deeply personal way. Yeah, so what? Wouldn't that mean it makes the most sense for it to show up in the throne room? I would personally elect for the book hive she spent so much time in, but the longer I read, the less likely I'm finding that possibility for her. No hard feelings. Some hard feelings. Then what's the problem? It's difficult to explain. She keeps mentioning her maid spirit, and now she reads her entries despite numerous requests not to, which gives me pause. Like something's going to happen if I keep reading it. It's already written out, isn't it? What's stopping you from just jumping to the last page and finding out? Boom, problem solved. Emotions kept in check, crisis averted. Seems simple to you. You've grabbed the book to do it yourself as if she hasn't. You'd have grabbed the book to do it yourself if she hadn't buried it in that Silex of hers. Also, if you cared, that would help too. The context. I can't just have all that information without its necessary foundation. Tempting as it might be sometimes. Spoilers without context don't give any use, as well as completely spoiling the fun. Fun? Not literally, Mina. I'm actually quite frazzled by all these stunning revelations. Under her breath, however, she mutters something. There might be a tiny bit of enjoyment to be found that you choose to ignore. On the subject of fun, like submarine, I guess. You could waste a bunch of time, energy, blood, sweat, tears, etc. worrying about that dusty old tome. Well, waste. No Amporas here. What are you? No Amporas here. What's that supposed to mean? Or, big or. You could remember your best friend is right glubbing here and we could do something actually worthwhile. Mina, the sun's almost up. I have class in the evening. Her side profile's a bit... I don't know, she's a bit No. The art styles contrast so much. It's like I love Arania's sprite. The fact that she doesn't really have a nose at all. I mean, like, a lot of people draw the trolls without noses, which I still give them noses. They have the ability to smell. So I'm going to assume they have noses. It's like, I don't know, just her side profile looks a little awkward, but it's still, I still love the art. She very clearly doesn't want to say it, but like it or not, she's always been the shining example of discipline. You're gonna have to bust out the big guns on this one. Come on! The sooner we do it, the sooner we can be back for you to get a decent sleep schedule or whatever. Clock's ticking, let's go. Mina, how do you do it? How do you just throw caution to the wind and charge into things? Generally by doing it. Next question. God, you've been talking about your philosophy a lot lately. Seems like everywhere you turn, you've got to justify your decision to another one of your friends. You're kind of sick of it now. No, like, how do you not worry about the consequences? How do you plan for anything that could go wrong so quickly? Swallow your fear and take the plunge. What if you hurt somebody? What if... Okay, I see the look you're giving me. That was a stupid question. But what if you made a mistake you would care about? She's really asking a lot of fucking questions today, isn't she? Your think pan's tired just processing all of her queries, let alone forming responses. You puff your cheeks in contemplation until the air kind of just deflates in defeat. You're done talking about deep shit like this. It's time for some action. Listen, I would love nothing more than to teach you the waves of activity. Really cracking down on your brand sparkling new flippant attitude. But school's for lame nerd shit and fish. I promise I will teach the fuck out of you if we go outside and do something right glubbing now. I'll walk you through the steps. No warning about the steps, just jump down them. She's doing that scoff you imagine she does over text when she thinks you're joking, but you grab her shoulder and give her a little jostle. She blinks at you like an idiot. Like, right now. Aw, they're kinda cute. Nah, next century whenever you... Yes, right now! You're getting an idea. Hey, Cirque, send me the bill for your window 2 seconds from now. It's time for your first less swim. What? Bad ideas, very bad ideas, Mina. Without asking, you sweep Arania into your arms and prepare for her first lesson in boldness. Step 1, Finimprovisation. Step 1, Finimprovisation. Want your ass, Tome Wiggler. Here we go. Despite Arania's protests, you raise to your feet and charge for her window. Crash. Oh my god. The two of you erupt from Arania's former window with a loud fin-shattering crash and your strongest jump with your powerful sea-dwelling legs, and off into the night. You'll bring her back before the sun comes up, but it's time you two hang out like friends for once. She'll thank you later. Girls' night out. See, we got a little bit of Purim in this, not much. Anyways, I'm gonna end this recording off. I'm gonna record the next few parts just back to back because I like doing that. Bye guys. See you next time.